Hello friends, Mike Malloy here. Today I'd like to share with you one of the most dangerous phrases in English. This phrase at first seems quite harmless, and it's used by billions of people every single day. And this phrase that's so dangerous is "I can't afford it." And we say that a lot. We tell our kids we can't afford it. And if they want something that we consider to be too expensive that they don't really necessarily need at the moment, we tell ourselves we can't afford it, whether it's a medical treatment, whether it's a college education, whether it's a new car, a new dress, whatever. We use this phrase on a regular basis. And here's why that's so dangerous to use. Because when you say I can't afford it, you tell your subconscious mind, that portion of your mind that actually helps you find solutions without you having to actively work on them. You tell your subconscious mind, okay, I can't afford it. And your subconscious mind goes, yep, you can't afford it. And you're stuck. Your subconscious mind says you're not going to get what you want because you can't afford it. So therefore, you're telling yourself that you can't do something. Now, why would you do that? It just sounds crazy. But we do it every single day because we don't realize how powerful the way we speak to ourselves and to others has an impact on what we're truly capable of doing. And I want to share a brief story from my life when I was a kid. So when I was a kid, I was really big into video games. But we didn't have a huge amount of money. Yes, my mother got us a video game system, a Nintendo, back in the 1980s. And I wanted the game Super Mario Brothers 2, which at the time was probably $30 or $40, which for me at that age, when I was in middle school, was a fortune. And I couldn't get a job because I wasn't old enough to get a traditional job. So how was I going to make it affordable? Now, I certainly didn't understand this concept back then, but there was companies that let you sell door to door to earn points towards prizes, they called them. Basically merchandise that you could order if you sold enough stuff door to door. So even though I was scared to death of selling door to door, I went around with my younger sister and we sold door to door until we earned enough points to get that video game. That was an example, even though at the time I didn't realize it, of me understanding that the best question to ask is how to make it affordable, even though at the time I had extraordinarily limited resources. And now as an adult, we obviously have access to way more resources. And so I now ask you to choose to use the question, how can I make this affordable? Because the question I really have for you is, how long do you want to be saying to yourself and to others, I can't afford it? It doesn't matter whatever you want, whether it's a $10 million mansion or $50 to have a nice dinner. You can afford it. You just have to decide to choose to look for solutions to make it affordable. And think about how much more enjoyable life is when you're looking for solutions to make something affordable than it is to just say, nope, I can't have that. You can have that. You can have whatever you want if you're willing to do what it takes to find a solution to make it affordable.